Good morning. This week in reading, we are going to be focusing on poetry. On page 98 of our reading workbook, we can learn some more information about poetry. A poem uses words to describe something. Many poems have rhyming words and rhythm, or a beat. And here's a poem that we're all familiar with. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. We have rhyming words that you can see are underlined, spout and out. They're rhyming words because the middle part and the end part of the word are the same, out and out. When we're talking about rhythm or a beat, we can actually clap or tap out a rhythm to the poem. Let's try that together. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. So here we can hear and feel a rhythm to the poem. In the poetry collection that we're going to read about weather in a poem. Think about how this poem that we're going to read is different from an informational text or a text that gives us facts about something. Before we read our poetry collection, let's preview our vocabulary words. In this story, we're going to see the word roots. Roots. Roots are the parts of plants that grow under the ground. This word is mound. Mound. A mound is a small hill. It's usually dirt. Squash. Squash. A squash is a type of fruit that grows on a vine. And then we have shoots. Shoots are the new parts of a plant that are starting to grow out of the ground. So our words are roots, mound, squash, and shoots. Our author of this poetry collection, his name is Eric Gansworth, and he's from the Eel clan. He's a Native American. He's a member of the Onondaga Nation. He grew up near Niagara Falls in New York. He writes fiction and poetry for young people and adults. All right, so let's go on to the first page of our poem. It's titled Poetry Collection. The poems in this collection are Wedouge, which means it's raining, and Isaha, which means the sun shining. Here we see the beautiful, it looks like watercolors that the illustrator used. This is a cactus, so where do you think the setting for some of this is? Okay, let's turn the page. We're on page 102. Wedouge. This means it's raining. We feel wedouge. Water fills the air and soaks into our hair. We see wedouge drops cover the ground, seep into the mound. Okay, so here's our word mound. Where do you think the mound is? I think this is part of the mound. A big hill. And then if we look on the first page, there's another little hill, another mound. So water is seeping or soaking into the dirt. What do you think the term wedouge means? Well, we have it here in the title. It means it's raining. And if we look at the pictures, can we tell also what is happening? Yes, we can. We can see that it's raining. Okay, let's turn the page. U5W3, where we plant 3 seeds together like beads. Look at the next page. They love U5W3. Corn, beans, and squash need the rain to wash. Here we have the word squash, so we know that that's one of the seeds they planted. Okay, let's turn the page. Now we have our second poem. Isaha, the sun shining. Here we see the rays of the sun coming through the clouds. We feel Isaha on our shirt and in the mound of dirt. I think these are what we would call sprouts. Plants are beginning to grow. And then we have 2 rhyming words. Shirt, dirt. Let's go to the next page. We see Isaha and color the sky as birds fly by. Did you hear another pair of rhyming words? Sky and by. Let's turn the page. We watch Isaha on fresh new shoots, growing up from their roots. Which words rhyme? Let's underline them. Good. Shoots, roots. To the next page. These plants are growing so nicely. Here's the squash. They love Isaha. 3 sisters together give us food forever. Now they're talking about 3 sisters together. What are they talking about? They give us food forever. The sisters give us food? What are they talking about? Let's go back and see. Now here we have 3. And they give us food. Here we go. Corn, beans, and squash. These are the 3 sisters that the poem is talking about, that give them food. Think about how this poem, or these 2 poems, are different from an informational text about weather. Okay, let's turn the page to 110. We're going to match up our vocabulary words with the pictures. Our first word is mound. And remember, a mound is a small hill. So we're going to trace the line from mound to the picture that shows a small hill. Our next vocabulary word, roots. Roots. Roots are the parts of a plant that grow underground. Right there, good. You see the little white lines that go into the soil. Those are the roots. So we'll draw a line from the word to the picture. Next word, squash. A type of fruit that grows on a vine. Right there. And then shoots. Part of the beginning of a plant that we see come up out of the soil. Right there.